Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and if you love all things vintage and thrifted and secondhand and upcycled and refashions, you're in the right place. Now go ahead and subscribe because I put out brand new rug and refashionista videos every single week. And if you're not sure where to get started on your refashionista journey, I highly recommend checking out my Refashioning 101 e-course. It will be linked down below for you. But today, we are here to talk about our jeans, and in particular, those favorite pairs of jeans that are mended and mended and mended, and you just keep wearing them over and over and over. But you know what, before that, if you guys want to know how I created my awesome patchwork vest, I shall link that fab free tutorial down below for you as well. But let's get on with the jeans here. These jeans I have had for about 7 years, and I only ever have like one pair of black jeans. I don't know why, and I wear them and wear them and wear them, so I should definitely try to thrift more. But these fit me perfectly. I love them so much, and you can see that I mended them and mended them and mended them and mended them. But unfortunately, this behind area here just couldn't take any more mending. So now it's time to upcycle them into something totally different. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make these jeans into an awesome Y2K style ruffled skirt. So let's get making. Okay, so to create this absolutely adorable salute to Y2K fashion, which somehow has come back in style once again, all you need are your jeans and your sewing gear. That's it. And I have mine inside out already, and that is so I can show you just, you know, how many times these have been mended and patched and mended and patched. That's quite a few. And let me know down below if you have this same issue as me. I don't blow out my jeans so much in the thighs, although I do have a lovely mending video for that. I will link it down below for you. But for me, it's more here in the kind of bottom area. I don't know why it gets blown out here. I don't even want to think about maybe why, but let's just ignore that anyway. So yeah, you can see it's just not comfortable anymore, and it's actually starting to go a little bit here again, and I just can't add any more patches. It's getting quite uncomfortable. So what do you do when you can't mend anymore? Well, you transform it into something else that you want to wear. So let's just get started doing that. Okay, so I've tried to make these as flat as possible here, but of course the patches keep popping up. But the first thing you want to do is simply chop off that patched up or destroyed area of your jeans, or if you're using like jeans that aren't destroyed, you just want to chop it a few centimeters under the pockets. You want to completely get rid of this kind of bulky area on the jeans. Okay, so this didn't come out super straight, so all I'm going to do is fold the top of my jeans in half as evenly as possible, making sure everything is once again as flat and neat as I can get it. And you can kind of see here, it's quite a bit that needs to be chopped off there. That was really not great cutting. But then all you have to do is chop off the excess bit here, and your jeans will be a lot more even. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the top bit and set it aside for now and grab those denim legs that we chopped off, because this is what we're going to make the rest of the skirt out of. So the first thing I'm going to do is just chop out this crotch area because we really don't need it at all, and it's bulky and annoying. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect whatsoever at this point. So first I'm going to chop off both of the hems, and now I'm going to chop out the thick seam here as well as the seam on the other side of the pant legs. So I have my thick seams and my denim hems all chopped, and I'm wondering, does anybody else save their chopped thick seams and denim hems? Because I always do, because you know, they make really cool bracelets. Like seriously, and I shall link down below to the tutorial for you. That's a little bit tight, so I think I might actually do one like that. La la. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 lengths of fabric. So now let's go make this into a skirt. Okay, so I have 2 pieces from one leg and I've popped them together with right sides facing, and these are like not even at all. I want to have nice smooth rectangles, so I lined up the straightest edge as best as I could, and we're now going to go chop this so it's going to be relatively even and we'll be able to make some nice ruffles out of it. Okay, so I now have 4 relatively even-ish rectangular lengths of fabric, and you can see here one set is definitely wider than the other set, and that's simply because of how I chopped off the seams. That's just what's going to happen. And so I think we're going to start with the thicker ones, and all I'm going to do is stitch this into a loop. So that just means I'm going to stitch this open end together, and then I'm going to stitch this open end together, and we're going to create a big fabric loop. Okay, you can see here I have created my 2 big fabric loops, and because I don't have a serger that finishes off my edges nicely, and you can see this denim is definitely fraying here, I did go ahead and I did a straight stitch, then I zigzagged over top, and then I finished off the edge here by trimming it with my pinking shears. And if you don't know what those are, this is what they are, and it's just, you know, zigzag tooth scissors, and it really does help to slow down the fraying. It doesn't prevent it entirely, but it definitely helps to slow it down. Okay, it is now finally time to attach these ruffles and create our skirt. So I had a bit of a conundrum, and I was thinking, okay, I could stitch this together with right sides facing, and then the seam would kind of be hidden like that. But then I was thinking, you know, this is fraying a lot, so let's work with the fray and let's stitch it with the inside sides together. So then that fray seam will be on the outside, which will add another layer of awesomeness to this already adorable little ruffle skirt. Okay, I am a little bit embarrassed to admit just how long it took me to figure out how to put these together so I would have my right sides on the outside, but also that, you know, fray seam on the outside. That was crazy. That took me way too long. But anyway, I got it. So now you guys don't have to faff around trying to figure it out because I figured it out. Okay, so you need to have the top part of your jeans inside out and one of your fabric loops right side out. And then that way, when it's all stitched together and you fold down your fabric loop, it will be correct with the inside to the inside and the outside facing the outside along with that seam. Okay, I got it. I figured it out. Now we can move on to doing our little ruffles. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love doing pin tucks. That's pretty much the only way I do my ruffles because it's just so easy. So for my pin tucks, I simply line up the side seams like so, and I do that on both sides just to make my life a little tiny bit easier. And then all I have to do is do my little pin tucks all along with this excess hanging fabric here until it's all nice and lined up. So that's what I'm going to do now. And again, I just eyeball this, and sometimes I get it right on the first try, and sometimes it takes me a couple tries, but it's just the easiest way that I taught myself how to do this. And like I said, it is so super duper easy. And once you have one side done, then you know the amount and the size of the pin tucks to do on the other side. So I successfully have all of my pintucks ready to go, and now I'm just going to go do a really simple straight stitch all the way around, and then I'm going to check it, and if everything's fine, I'll repeat my process with the zigzag, and then it should be done, and we'll put on the next layer. Okay, this actually worked, and I think it is going to look phenomenal once it is all frayed. So now I'm going to go zigzag this, and then I'm going to attach the second layer ruffle to the bottom of this one, doing the exact same method that I used to attach the top to the first ruffle. Okay, so it's all stitched together, and I was just having a thought here that because I put like the finished edge here on the inside, I won't have any bulky seams to worry me or bother me, because I don't know about you, but that's something that super bothers me when interior seams on garments are like bulky and you're just so conscious of them all the time. Anyway, that's my weird little mental thing. Look how adorable that is. This came out absolutely perfectly, and I cannot wait to go try it on and style it up. I now have an adorable, kind of ruffled but definitely frayed hem skirt that I can wear. And what did I do? I made it from a pair of jeans that I simply could not wear anymore, and now I have something I can wear from something I couldn't wear. And I've repeated that too many times, I'm sorry, but this is the beauty of upcycling and refashioning. If you have something you don't like because it doesn't fit, or you just don't like how it looks, or it's damaged beyond repair, then transform it into something else you can actually wear. That rhymes. I'm a poet and I actually know it. But anyway, if you want to know all of my tips and tricks for getting started refashioning, as always, check out my Refashioning 101 e-course. Everything is in there you could possibly need, as well as how to sell your stuff once you are done creating it. And yeah, you get 50% off with the code Refashion50, so you can't beat it. It's awesome. Go take it and check out my ebooks too. And you know what, guys? It is time once again for cool things in my house. For this cool things in my house, we are in my bedroom, and check out my amazingly cool DIY hat storage. It is so useful, and it stores a bunch of my hats. Not all of them, but most of them. And then over here, here's another awesome little storage thing that I inherited. And yeah, it holds some of my bag collection. And oh, here is my DIY scarf hanger. And again, all these tutorials shall be linked down below. And that's just the top of my dresser. Can you see the top of my dresser? I actually found this dresser by the side of the road, and it was really gross and grotty. So I did like patchwork and Mod Podge with funky fabrics, and now it is awesome. And here's another cool thing from my room, my awesomely, amazingly gorgeous yukata. And I also have 2 pairs of geta, of course, to go along with it. And I did, of course, get this and wear this when I lived in Tokyo, Japan. And it now lives here on my wall. And I just displayed it on a very long piece of bamboo with a hook on either side. But this is fabulous, and I love it so much. And last, but certainly not least, is my upcycled baking rack sunglass holder. But, I have another one over here because I have such an extensive collection of awesome thrifted sunglasses. Oh, except those ones I totally DIY'd, and these ones as well I DIY'd. But you know what? I was thinking that's not it, because look, here is my awesome spoon rack turned necklace holder, and I just thrifted this spoon rack display and put my necklaces on it, and they're not tangled, and I can see them all to wear them all, and it's awesome. What do you think of those cool things in my house? And as I mentioned, all the tutorials will be linked down below for you, so you can go and create your own cool cool things for your house. Anyway, as I've started doing now, let's sign off with a peek at my jewelry. And this fabulous necklace was actually upcycled just for me by my buddy Anna from Italy years ago, literally years ago when I was still living in Berlin. And look, Anna, it is still lovely. I still wear it and it is still going strong. So thank you very much. And until next time. Oh, one more thing. If you guys want to support me for like barely any money whatsoever, you can go and head on over to my Patreon and yeah, see what's over there, see if you want to support me, and please do. We have a new supporter. Thank you very much, Dale Henry, for subscribing, supporting, whatever the heck you want to call it. And if you support me over there, you get to appear in these lovely little credits here. So go check it out and see if you wanna. It's not expensive at all. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. Once again, thank you, Anna, for this beauteous necklace.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.